was gonna come to the powwow, but then Saturday. What did I do? I think I was with my daughter. Something happened Saturday, but I was doing some. But I was planning on going to the powwow before I knew it, I couldn't. All right, here we go. Oh, I was sleeping Friday. Okay, so the first one, number 19. Okay, number 19. 19. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 2. I got to get sine theta alone. So I'm going to add 2. I'm going to add 2. But instead of adding 2, I'm going to add 6/3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? So this is going to be 2/3 sine theta. Okay? And now I can add these 6 to the -6 and just get square root 2 over 3. That's easy. Yeah? Everybody with me?
No, can you please explain?
Alright, so what happened here was I had -6 plus the square root of 2 plus 6 over 3. And then -6 plus 6 is nothing, and that's how I get to square root 2 over 3.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Cool. Then I'm going to multiply by 3/2. I'm going to multiply by 3/2, right? So I want to get rid of this 3 and this 2. So all I'm left with is sine theta. But when I do that, it gets rid of this 3. And I'm left with square root 2 over 2. And we should know by now that to move, if we had 1 over the square root of 2, I would move this up and poop out whatever in it, right? So you got square root 2 over 2. Whatever in it comes back down. Well, in the same thing, we can eat it up. Just like we can poop it out, we can eat it up. Okay? So, but we're going to eat it down. So we're going to come down and we're going to do that.
How come it's 1 over the square root of 2?
What?
The ball?
No, I'm saying that when I did have a square root of 2, how I would move it up. Just like if I had a square root of 3 under 1. Remember? I would go, whoop, and then I go square root 3, and then I go, whoop. I have to have that 3 on the bottom. That's the whole square root 3 thing, and then this turns into square root 9, which is 3. Remember? We should know this by now.
Oh.
That's just conversion. Right?
So,
I
sine theta equals...
So all we're doing is trying to think, how did I get this? Right? And I'm thinking, oh, I got that from 1 over square root 2. Because the key here is opposite over hypotenuse, right? We know that sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So katoa, right? And then I want to look at my 30, 60, 90 triangle, and my 30, 60, 90 says if this is x square root 3, and this is 2x, right? And so what I'm looking for is the opposite of being 1. Well, what if 1 is right here? What if this is 1, then this would be 2, and this would be square root 3, right? But we're not dealing with the square root of 3, we're dealing with square root of 2. Well, that one was this guy, where we have x square root 2, right? So if this side is 1, and this side is 1, then this side is 1 square root 2. See what I'm saying? So what I want is, I want an angle that has the opposite being 1, and the hypotenuse is being square root of 2. Well, that's easy. Does this angle have it? No. Well, never mind. I guess it's not that easy. Because it does. This is 1. Oh, it is easy. This is 1. This is square root 2. So that works. This is 1. This is square root 2. So that works. But what about this guy? Is this 1 or negative 1?
Negative.
Then that ain't going to work. Is this 1 or negative 1?
Negative.
Okay, so that's not going to work. So we can't use those negative ones. So that don't work. So the only one that works are these two triangles, right? And we should know by now that this is a 45 and this is a
45.
no. Well, it is a 45, but the reference angle is 45. The actual angle is 135
Oh. Yeah.
because it's 90 plus 45. Okay. So those are so theta is equal to 135 or 45. Okay? And that's it. That's how you do 19. Does that make sense?
No.
You got questions?
A little bit.
Alright, you guys got questions. Let's answer them. Well, on the video. Because I want to know what your questions are. Yeah.
Oh, I don't get like the triangles. Like, how would you know which one like to use? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's talk about the triangles again. Alright, first of all, I have to choose a triangle that's going to work for me. It's either 30, 60, 90 or it's 45, 45. What do I have a square root of 3 or do I have a square root of 2? Square root of 2. So that means 45, 45. Because that's the one that has the square root of 2. So right now I know that I'm talking about a 45-degree reference angle. A 45-degree reference angle means this one, this one, this one, or that one. Does that make sense? You follow me to that point?
Can you please explain again about the algorithm?
Okay. So this is 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay? This reference angle is also 45 degrees.
Okay, yeah.
The actual angle is 135, right? Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Because you're going from here to here, but to get to there, to get to 180, is 45 degrees.
Okay.
This reference angle is also 45 degrees, right? But the actual angle is 180 plus 45, which is 225, right? Okay? And then this angle, as we come around, correct, is going to be 360 minus 45, right? Which is 315. Is that right?
Okay, yeah.
Does that make sense? So this is also a 45-degree reference angle, right? But it's 315 degrees. Now what I want to know is, which one of these angles is going to produce an opposite side. The opposite is equal to 1 and the hypotenuse is equal to the square root of 2. Now all of them have the square root of 2 as the hypotenuse. Right? Because the hypotenuse is a distance, it's a diagonal distance that's always positive. Does that make sense? But the opposite side